and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound now, Charlie Morton. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Bo Bichette leading things off and takes a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch misses. Dosigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. He swings and fouls one off.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Next offering misses. 2-1. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. J0 O's coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Baltimore, and on the hill here today, Bowden Francis. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. Fastball for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. One up, one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click. And unfortunately, what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Adley Rutschman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Late swing, foul to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First pitch just misses. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's the ball. Outside.
In there at the knees. And now 3-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. 1 left for the Orioles. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Andres Jimenez. Morton back to work. Jimenez in his 5th season batting in the cleanup spot, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. In there at the knees for a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Goes down looking. Here's George Springer. Foul ball. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
On the ground, Mountcastle. He'll do it himself, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Just missed.
No, that's out. Wood.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Second inning here, no score. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Heston Kjerstad now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And ball one. That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug
No balls,
regardless of the
2
count.
strikes.
In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Nathan.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice
0-1.
job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kerstad sizes this one up, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now here is Alan Roden. And first offering is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still no score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now this is in the air down the line. Roden makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the lineup flips over. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That one drifts inside. 1 out, base is empty. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw into second, and he's got it doubled.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Rutschman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. in there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a 1-2. That's down and in. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Fires over to Guerrero. Rutschman retired.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brings it in, and that's the third out. And the Orioles leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Baltimore, now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
0-2 now. And that skips in the dirt.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now went down on strikes his first time through. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Anthony Santander at the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering is in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
That one misses, and the count 1-2. And that eats him up.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now, Andres Jimenez. His first at-bat was a strikeout. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside corner, got him looking. One hit, one left. We're midway in the fourth. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jordan Westberg. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
That's a ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. And that's down and away. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
2-1.
Warning track, ball, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends it out of here. His second of the year. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Check swing, no appeal. Outside.
Nope, outside.
And it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And there's a foul ball. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the fifth inning. Here's George Springer to start it off.
George Springer.
Morton back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Oh, and 2 now. That one missed.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next to hit, Will Wagner. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Blue Jays down a run. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses down and away. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Grounded out his first time up. In there for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
No, that's out.
Strike 2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a swing and a miss. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time. That just misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's in there. Now 2-1. Man at second.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 5th. Hit in the air left field. Kerstead on his way over. Makes the grab. And that's the third out. One left for Toronto. And it remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Late swing fouled off. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
At the plate, Jackson Holliday. Swings through that.
Well, on the mound, very efficient,
0-1.
able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. 1-2.
That's outside. And the count's even at 2. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Henderson, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on.
Down, ball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Stays alive. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Alan Roden. Hammered on the line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Back to the top of the order now. Digging in, Bo Bichette. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch is outside.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one to first, and that's just foul. Roden on at first, nobody out.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, runner holds, and it's a full count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Man at first, one away. Yeah, that's fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The 1-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2 count.
1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Back up the middle and a base hit. Roden coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Andres Jimenez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1 there.
1-0.
And the 1-0. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Westberg makes the catch, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Yariel Rodriguez
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Brendan Little, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Garcia, the right-hander, also getting loose. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's ripped to right down the line. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So now the DH spot. Ryan O'Hearn is singled and he is flied to left. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And that one fouled off. And a 1-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
First and second, no outs. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jordan Westberg. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Rutschman around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Big RBI for him right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
And that one wrapped foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Roden on the move. He's got it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And fouled off. And it's even up.
2-2.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering way off the plate. Heston Kjerstad waiting on deck for the Orioles. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. One runs in. In to score from first. It's 4-1.
He was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Yariel Rodriguez done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Easton Lucas will take over here. He's been so good against lefties. And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. Just
That missed.
missed.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
O'Neill over at second, 1 down. And that clips the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Lucas makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting first baseman Ryan Mountcastle.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ripped, but it curls foul. First and second, 2 down. That one down the line. Fair ball. O'Neill flies around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 3. Fouled off to the right.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one ripped into right. He's got it, and that ends the inning. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 5 and the Blue Jays 1. We go to the top of the 7th, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez preparing to come on if needed. Bowman getting loose as well. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. That's all for Charlie Morton, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Coming on for the Orioles, Cionel Perez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is downstairs.
1-2.
Slider misses outside. Outside with a breaking ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Right through there, got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And here is Alejandro Kirk. And that one lifted in the air center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. That's a little bit low.
That's in. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as
balls,
well
one
as
strike.
outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And a foul ball. That one out to right. And George makes the grab. One down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now, Ryan O'Hearn. And first offering is fouled off. Just
Ball
missed. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Right side, Guerrero. And he takes it himself for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Two outs, base is empty. And now, Jordan Westberg. First pitch misses. Just
Nope,
off the
that's in.
inside edge. Close,
No,
but
that
called the
missed.
ball. And it's 3-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one ripped. Roden on the move. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So, runner at second, two down. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
That's down. That's a ball.
Westberg at second with two down. That one inside, and it's 2-1. Man on second, two down. In the air, left field. Roden makes the grab. That is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Orioles 5 and the Blue Jays 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's going to be Nathan Lucas.
Center fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs,
That's a
ball
ball.
one. This one in the air. Westberg pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Alan Roden.
And next for Toronto, Alan Roden. Dominguez, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Colin Selby is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. That one at the knees for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The 0-2.
1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike. Down the line. And that drops foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Struck him out looking. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Nick Sandlin. He last pitched 2 days ago. And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered here in this one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Kerstad batting with one down, takes a strike. Not even close there. And 1-1. And delivers outside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 9th, and now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Dominguez back to work. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is down low. That one in there across the letters.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
He swings and fouls one off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Just missed the inside corner. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter now, Andres Jimenez. And that's outside.
That's outside. Ball.
The Blue Jays down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Fastball for a strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-1 is how it ends as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.